my God. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty!
Hey YouTube, PhatPastor here, and welcome to Thursday Night Hang Time. I hope this stream finds you all well and doing good. We are in the last steps of preparation for the big race coming up this Saturday at Crossroads Church. It's a 65mm and UDL race. Got a lot of things going for it, going on with it. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about the racing and some of the things that's going on with the channel, and probably get over and do some let me pop out the chat. Let's see if this thing is it even working. Can anybody hear me? If we're out there, someone let me know, and we'll see if it pops up. Am I streaming? Let me check my iPad here. Okay, got McFly's here. Pop out the chat. Alright, let's get that down here where it needs to be. Alright, let me do a test here. Made some changes. There we go. Alright, I thought they was working right, hoping they was working right, and obviously they are. Let me get my iPad going here so that I can watch the stream from my Soki account. The time change means it's still flying time out there. So I know this is when it gets warmer, I'll be doing some live streams from church and from the camper. One of the big things going on with the channel right now, I am trying to find, I got an old iPad here that I used to pull up and watch. It's so old that you can't use the hey, how's it going, Skydozer? You can't actually use the app on it. I have to go through hey, how's it going, fellas? Let me get up here and start popping people's. How's it going, Johnny? Yo, Marty, how you doing tonight? I'm doing good, Screen Man. Looking forward to the race. Actually, working on some batteries here. Ooh, I'm zoomed in from the last time. Give me a second. Working on getting some batteries ready. Moving them from uncharged. I'm gonna fly a few tomorrow, so I got some ready to. I'm hoping to fly tomorrow, so got some ready. Let me turn my beautiful fat mug back on in the corner here. There we go. So yeah, these little cases, I really like them. When they're empty, you turn them one way. When they're full, you turn them the other way. But what I've started doing at races, the charged ones are in green, and the storage charged ones, or the used ones, I put them in the red, so I don't end up because you can end up ruining your batteries. How's it going, Johnny? Yeah. I'm excited for the race too. Yes, yes, yes. Scream, you going to make it? All right. So I'll let these guys have their conversation in private. If you're new and you want for the robot to read your name or to read your message, you have to put an exclamation point, space, and then have it type it up. But yeah, let me warn you that Jarvis is English, so he can be a little rude sometimes. So which we cut up. Center, one person, just one of you. You guess who it is. But we have fun here. We cut up and we have a good time with each other. Don't take personal attacks against each other and all of that stuff, and we have a good time. So yeah, getting some batteries ready, and I actually worked on the Whoop wagon today. We're getting it a little bit better organized with some new totes and stuff on there. Yeah, I'm excited for it. How's it going? How is it going, Mr. June Loco? Thank you for coming out here. One of our channel members and a regular. Yeah, so we're going to talk about racing. We're going to talk about a few things that it's about the channel. It's probably more about me than anything else. It just seems like for about the past 6 months that I've, maybe longer than that, I've not really been putting out much review videos, and I don't know if it's because of my dysfunction or what, but I am working on and have been for a little while, working on a review for the Mobula 7 HDzero Freestyle and the Mobula 7 DJI 04. Just the other night, I got all of my GoPro footage and DJI Pocket footage, goggle, DVR feeds, and all of that loaded and organized into a single file to do that edit from, and it's 55 gig, and so the more I was loading stuff, the more I was like, man, this is just it's gonna take you so long and all. But I imagine probably well over a half to 3/4 of that will end up on the cutting room floor. But I struggle with how to do a video, because I know I have what, I don't know, I guess close to 300 or something like that. I don't know, 250, 300 videos on my channel, and I've always done it. I've always tried to make a video that I would want to watch, and when I'm looking at something for a review, me personally, I prefer long form content. I want to know details about what the person thinks about it. Now, don't get me wrong. One of the first people I will go watch their reviews on a product is Nick Burns, because he just pops it out. But I also, if I'm looking to buy something, I will go, and you guys tell me in the chat if y'all are this way too. If I'm seriously thinking about buying something, I want to see several videos. I want to see several people's opinion on what it is. So that being said, I guess it's as life gets more busy for me, or busier. I've got to make a choice somewhere on less reviews or reviews and videos that, and I don't even know that it's the videos that I don't like. I just got this, I want to show a lot in all of them, and maybe it's time that I bite the bullet on it and say no, I've got to cut the time down, and all of that. So let me go ahead and read the early birds here. McFlies was here. Skydozer's here. Johnny Scars, Scream FPV, and Mr. June Loco are the early adapters. And this is something too about my channel that I've noticed, for especially the live streams on Thursday night, right after the time changes, and for the first part through spring, the live viewership drops at the beginning of the stream. I don't have as many people on, but it seems like, well, most of my views anyway, at least what the analytics tell me, is most of the views that I get come after the streams. So but yeah, I'm torn too, because it's still light outside and it's still flying. Today was a nice day. It was just a beautiful day, and I did not get to do any flying. I wanted to, but I'm hoping tomorrow to be able to go set up the let's see if I can get this way. You can sit there. Here is my live streaming, or my race director's box, and I'm hoping to go sit up at the church and run some laps and get some testing done, and hoping to get the Starlink in enough time to do some testing before Saturday. That's a big change, a big step, if you will, for Middle Tennessee drone racing and for my channel. Soki, we now, if this works out like I think it's going to, like everybody's told me it's going to, we will be able to now host a race and live stream it from just about anywhere, and that's a milestone, and so I'm excited about that. I'm excited for what that can do, how that can open up for other managers and organizers around to just be able to hang on. I'm multitasking, which those of you that know me, I don't do that very well. One of the things that, it's a personal thing of mine, because I didn't do it a whole lot before my head injury, but I do it a lot now, and that's that sound like Bill Gates. If you ever listen to Bill Gates give a speech or something, he says a lot, and I don't like it. I just personally don't like it with me. So that's another thing in my videos. I'll cut that out. I'll just go in, and there's probably hundreds and hundreds of cuts in a video that I make because I take that out. So yeah, and I hear that clip, and me being a person that always just spoke to people very well, and I see me going I'm like,
you big dummy, you big dummy, you big cold-blooded dummy.
And I have to throw some humor in there, because if not, you get frustrated, right? So is the stream still? Let me check it out, because it, it was giving me. it's telling me the playback mode is not. It says the stream health is excellent. And analytics are fine, but it does not display. I'm seeing on my phone. I've got my. Am I moving? Yeah. Yep, I got my iPad going, so I can see it. So yes, the race is coming up. There's a lot. We are still. I've had quite a few people ask me about it. If we, have we made any kind of final determination yet on the UDL or whatever. Those of you that don't know, we have. I'd probably say about half of the regular racers in the chapter that are of the opinion that the UDL settings are too low and too limiting compared to the UWL settings. And what we're doing is this is all this race coming up is it's UDL, it's igniter spec to all of that. Greenland. Yeah, I guess there's some news about that. I saw last night that they voted for independence and freedom, and I guess they're going to start talking to Trump or something like that about becoming a U.S. territory or something. Someone did send me an X tweet. I don't know what you call it now. Is it still a tweet? If it's X, but it was Donald Trump had done it, and it has a Trump Tower right in the middle of Greenland, and like this little fishing village. And he says, "I promise not to do this." So, yeah, good for Greenland to vote for their independence. How's it going, Raymond? Good to see you tonight, man. So yeah, I don't have a lot in mail call, so I'm not really going to do a mail call tonight. I did get 4 or 5 things in before this race that are going to be a part of this race, but a lot of it has to do around the Starlink. I got a tripod for it to keep it up off the ground. 150-foot cable. I was told that that's good to have, so you can put it where you need it to get good signal. So a lot of the stuff that's come in lately, I'll show you this. Let me step over here and show. I'm not going to do the mail time thing and all of that. But here is an idea. This is an idea that I got from my mother, unwittingly. I was over at Mom's. I think I was having lunch with her last week, and she has this little shelf, if you will, over her sink. Of course, it's wood and decorative and all that kind of stuff. Over her sink in her bathroom in her room, and so looking at it, and I thought, hey. And then, I asked her, what it was called, and she says it's a sink shelf. And I was like, oh, okay. So I got on Amazon and I looked and found this, and I'm gonna put this in one of the totes I was gonna throw it in the truck for the race. But I'm gonna take the fans and the LED fans that we got, and we're going to actually like zip tie them to the bottom here and to the sides, so blowing air down and to the sides and a little bit forward of it, and we'll set our HDzeros just right under the edge of it. So when you launch if you, because always at the races, there's always one, and you can't complain about it because, you know, if you do too much, then you're that guy. You find yourself you doing it a couple of times. That it's time to race. Everybody's on the block, and they don't have the radio on, so they got to unhook the quad, turn the radio on, or they don't have their goggles booted up, and you're sitting there in HDzero, and it'll get hot pretty quick. And now I know, and I'm going to look into it, probably going to have more about it. I'm not going to do it before this race. Yeah, it's just something I thought. I think it was like $15 on Amazon, so I ordered it, and we're going to give it a shot. And you can also set your VTX on a pit with HDzero. I have that. I have my tiny trainers. I'm trying to think of the name of it. I have my tiny trainer set that way, that you can do a stick orientation a certain way. I think it's down and out, and that turns your VTX off while you're waiting for someone to get their stuff together. It's not going to heat up the VTX and start burning it up. So I know you can do that also on your whoops. I just don't have them set that way. I don't know if there's anything in UDL that would stop you from doing your UDL that way, but I do plan on putting mine on it, but it just won't be at this race that happens. So switching out some more batteries as they charge up and storage charge. Squirrel. All right. So yeah, we'll get on VelociDrone here in a little bit. But there's a few people that I've been talking to on the Discord that's got some tech support questions, and I keep referring them to come here to the stream, and we can help them on the stream. And I don't know, I think a lot of people, when they got a tech support question, they want it answered right then. So all right, got some new LED poles I've told you guys about. I think I've told you about it already. So, over here in this corner, I've got one in this corner, so you can see that it works off of a remote. So I think you can see the top of it right there. It's about 5.5 foot tall. So those will actually serve as LED flags in the gates. And those were, yeah, I showed them, didn't I? Yeah, there was $29 for them. But yeah, you always keep innovating and keep looking for new, at least I do, new ideas to make the race cooler, funner, and funner. More fun and more efficient. So, sorry. It seems like here in Middle Tennessee we went from 20-degree weather to 80 in like 3 days. So I'm just internally hot right now, and have been for the past couple days. So all right. So yeah, I've got a little note thing here to keep me flowing tonight. So the UDL, we're going to give it another. We're going to try it again. If you've noticed, if you've went on and you've flown the UDL Crossroads Church, March 15th track. You'll probably notice it looks very similar to the track that UDL looks very similar to the UDL track of Whooptopia, but it's a little backwards and some of the elements are a little bit different. And the reason for that is not to copy someone else's track design or anything like that, or to lazy out and take the easy way. We have been told a couple of times that the tracks that we have designed, the track that I designed and Skip designed, the last one, that it's really too much. That it's we're wanting UDL to do something that it wasn't designed to do. So we're gonna, in efforts to give UDL a fair shake, we've went with a track that is clearly a UDL track. Lots of people raced it, and that's the reason for that. So yeah, it's quite a bit more of a static track than we are used to, or the people that come and race in Middle Tennessee. Maybe it's something that it's not like what you're used to seeing at our races, and that's because we really want to run UDL in the environment that it was meant to run in. So yeah, Phil says I'm glad there's no dive yet. Yeah. Hey Phil, how's it going? See, so yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Is we're going to run this track. We're going to see. It is up on VelociDrone, but I do have a few videos. Speaking of Philoblaster, that I wanted to show. I want to go dive a TinyWhoop off of that tower. Give me 1 second. I gotta pick the. There we go. Let me move that to where we're gonna play this one. I'll play a couple, just two, I think, right now. If you have a video that you want us to feature here, then place it in the videos. Post videos for the stream right there. But this is, I vaguely think that I had saw it before the other night, but maybe not. We're going to show this one here of Mr. Philoblaster in Cybertruck launch from the bed.
I'm in the back of the Cybertruck. We're going to launch it 0 to 60 in the back. I'm excited. Foot braced.
Oh, come on. Hang on. We got to do that again. Wait, we got to do that again. I've messed it up. Sorry about that, Phil. Let's go back. Stop. I'm trying to adjust the window here and get the window right, and so we can see it all. And I think that's good enough right there. So let's try this again. Sorry about that.
We're going to launch it 0 to 60 in the back. I'm excited. Foot braced.
It moves in a way that would turn a human being into jello if they were inside of it. The G-force, no one would survive. Very funny video.
I'm in the back of the cyber.
I think I make that face. When I'm passing a kidney stone. That one. I think that's pretty close to the same face that I make when I pass a kidney stone. And you know, I said this the other night when we watched it, you know, I think his laughing there at the end is almost uncontrollable, because I notice that guys will do this often, that we will laugh when, and I think it's in the, well, I know from what I've studied in counseling, it's in the human psyche that when you think that you have come near or close to death and you survived it, it's a normal response to have bursts of laughter. And I think this was probably part of Phil there that thought, or at least his body was like, man, this is not normal, this is not good. But when he realized that he was going to survive and live, you get to the uncontrolled, well, or the laughing. So one more time. It moves in a way that would turn a human being into jello if they were inside of it. The G-force, no one would survive. I don't think you're supposed to be in the back of a pickup truck in, well, I think you can in Tennessee, but I think you got to be over 21. And I think that was in, was that at Champs? Might have been at Champs, so it's probably Florida or Texas. Just glad I didn't poop myself. Yeah. That's funny. Well, let me see if I can set up this next one, this next video here. It comes from Mr. Johnny. I think it is. Yeah, Mr. Johnny Scars. Here we go. This is a video from Mr. Johnny Scars. Special thanks to Skip for hooking him up with a tiny trainer that flew the first 2 packs. This is at 533 in Clinton. Let me cut that audio down just in case it's royalty audio. I don't want them to ding the stream for it. Seem to be getting a little harder on that. At least for me, they are. Yeah. This is inside. This is like I think it's at least 40 yards. Maybe not 50, but it's an indoor football field in Clinton, Tennessee, just outside of Knoxville, where 533 likes to. It's AI music. Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that.
It's AI music, Pastor.
Okay, all right. Well, I should have left it going. Let me turn it back on then. Where's it at? Where can I turn it back on? Now here he is running whoops, which I can attest firsthand. Johnny is a pretty doggone good whoop racer.
If you aren't a crashing, you aren't flying.
That's right. Phil said that was in Florida. That's right. How does that not have any likes on it? Guys, y'all need to go over to Johnny Scar's channel, subscribe to him for one, and get some likes on this race stuff. We need this stuff to be pushed out there into the community, so more people can see and know what FPV racing is. Right. All right. So, yeah, that was some pretty good editing there, brother, and some really good racing. Hopefully, if you're in the area, come on out Saturday. It's supposed to be raining here in Middle Tennessee, so it's a perfect day to be inside whoop racing. Now that's a good thing about whoop racing. I know one time we was having a whoop race at the church that I pastor, and I think Phil was there. We were wrapping things up and getting done, and I was like, "Hey guys, let's go. If y'all want to go to the Mexican restaurant in town, I'll treat." And Phil opened up the door, and it was like a blizzard going on in the parking lot. I think it was a March race, February or March race, and it didn't affect the racing and everything. Of course, we didn't go eat. Everybody went home, and I think it ended up being a fairly decent storm. Might have left some on the ground for us. So, yep, I'm going to grab my rating because, man, let me look at my notes if I feel like I'm forgetting something major that I was going to talk about. I did explain UDL and all of that. Someone asked, yeah, this race does have a landing fee now. I did put the Starlink on a credit card, so till we can get that taken care of, there will be a $20 landing fee, and that is for both races. It'll get you through all day, and so yeah. Let me look here at my list once again, make sure there's not something else. Okay, yes. Since we were not able to get a successful stream from both races last time we were there was just a lot of problems with just everything being compressed upon top of us real fast. I didn't even fly the 65 millimeter. So we will be doing giveaways once again. 533 was gracious enough to sponsor, is gracious enough to sponsor our races here with giveaway products for the pilots and for people watching online. So this Saturday, I haven't made the thumbnails yet, but this Saturday at around 1 p.m., maybe 1:30 p.m. Central Time, we should start the first of 2 streams, and people on those streams will have an opportunity. People that are posting in the comments and things like that, we will put their name in it, and they will be also included in the drawings. So yes, we have that. Big shout out to Evan and Mondo and the guys at 533 for being gracious to sponsor us. Raymond Correa says, I take my stuff to work and I fly for the people at work. Amen. Wherever I know that Dreadpool and Charlito she was telling me that she works at a bank, and on her breaks she sets up whoop gates in the meeting hall of their bank, and she rips the gates in there. So man, fly where you can, wherever you're at and whatever you're doing, keep flying, right? That's part of the reason why I say it. You got to find the opportunities to fly, man. And I chose today to get the whoop wagon all organized. I added some more totes to it. It's a little better organized, so that if we do have to pack up in a rush again, all of the totes and stuff just are more clearly marked about what goes in them. And yeah, so look forward to there being more stuff. I know that Phil is wanting to, it has in the books, if you will, to run a few races from his place. And I know Z King is planning to run some races in southern Middle Tennessee. So yeah, I'm thinking there's going to be a lot going on this summer as far as races and getting out and getting with people and all of that. Just checking my Whoopster. All right, I am going to try to sim, let you guys see me simming, and you can see that you really don't have a whole lot to be afraid of as far as competition with me. I'm not that good, but I am good enough that if you have a bad lap or you crash out, just to sneak in and take it from you. Let me see here. If I switch to that screen, what do I get? No, I'm still getting. There we go. Let me alter this where we can see it all. Okay. There we are. Let me grab my radio, turn it on, make sure it's not, I don't have a model on it so it doesn't make the horrible sound. Okay. Any interference noise as I pass this radio by it? Any noise? It should have the module turned off, so it shouldn't be making any noise. Let me see. Turn it up. Radio by it. Any noise? It should have the. All right, good. All right. Well, let's do it. Let's do this. Here are the settings. Oh, sorry. Here are the settings. Good, thanks, Johnny. Here are the settings for the UDL right now. You can just save, take the Beta 75X, put these settings on it. I'll let you take like a screenshot or something, or you can pause it and then catch back up to us. And then when you're done, save it. Like rename the quad and just call it UDL, and you won't have to set that up every time you come into race. It'll be there for you, and you'll you'll be square. So, wow, there is a lot of sessions open right now. Let's create one. I wonder if it'll be laggy. It may be laggy tonight, so you might have to adjust some things. Helps if you have your radio plugged up, Marty. It'll tell you that if you don't. Oh, about made a boo-boo there. That would have been bad if it was in real life. My thing is I can only sim so long, and I get to where I'm not getting any better, so I have to stop for a while. And usually after a stream, after I stop for a while after streaming, I'm like, I'm just gonna lay back and take it easy for the come on, Marty. Wow. And see, still don't know the track. Let me slow down. Let me just slow down and work on getting the track memorized. See, still got it wrong. This is a little tricky right there. That just seems all contrary to my mind, but I guess that's good. You have elements like that in a race. Right into that pole, didn't I? See? My brain. Hey, I made it through that. Why didn't it count that? Well, that's bad. But I'm trying to. Just trying to get it to where I don't mess it up. Is that session open to people? Okay. No noise on my end. Alright guys, also be sure if there's something you need to get my attention with, to do the exclamation point, so that I can hear you, because See, I've still not got this thing settled. I know the track, but I don't have it settled where I'm not making mistakes in my head. Because there's a couple elements that when you come out of it, it's just, I don't know, it's just stuck in my head that I should go the other way. And it has to do around this here. I usually forget this circle coming around there like that. This, I've got this fine. And these 3 gates here, see, I wanted to go there from that, and I keep missing that, and then I get confused on these, but I will get it. I just keep grinding it until it gets in my brain. This, I think, will be probably the most complicated obstacle in real life at the track, and I've got it down pretty good. But whenever you're hunting for the next gate to go to, it costs you precious half seconds. That's a better line there than cutting through that, just to slice it instead of sliding through it. Oh, upside down. I need to pre-turn that before I need to be turned before I start through that one. That's not the way I want to do it. Loop through this one and then just slice this one back toward that there. Yeah, alright, I like that. Which those of you that are probably not going to be adopting my lines anyway. Oh yeah. Let's go again. Is the session open? It's probably a lot of the. I think there's a big VelociDrone race going on also right now. Anyway, I saw EDOC had one open. So usually when he's running one, there's much better people to fly with than me. But I've got to get this course down. Slice that, yeah. On my lid. I think on that one I'm going to just cut it through that side. Where am I at? You'll be able to stay on the throttle there. Hey, Johnny. Johnny's joined the race. What did I miss? I didn't go far enough out. I started to do it again. And I'm on my lid. Because of... I know a lot of people that see them whenever they make a mistake, they'll restart it. Don't. I mean, of course, I'm clearly not the person to be telling these faster pilots, but I think, you know, then I get it mixed up and it gets in my head. But I like to keep flying when I mess up, because you're going to mess up in real life, and you're not going to be able to restart it because you had a bad start, or you missed a gate, or you went wrong in your head or something. I mean, that happens. At least it does to me in real life. So Johnny's car's with a 118. Yeah, rate the track. Let's rate the track. Okay. Oh, I seen how Johnny cut that, and I was like, oh, I need to do that, and broke my concentration. I had a pretty decent run going there, probably one of my better ones, but that's all right. Still almost made that mistake again. What did I hit? What did I hit? I'm lost now. Where do I go? Yeah, I'm slower this time. I'm usually right in here when Johnny finishes. Well, I'm even slower than normal today. Just rate the track. 5 stars. I think there might be some room for me on this race because I think we're going to have some people that underestimate it and don't practice it in the simulator, and that might give me enough of an advantage to podium. Oh, maybe not. See, when I was trying to get back over that hurdle there, I was full throttle, and I just couldn't get the quad to climb fast enough. Well, that gets you right there, don't it? If you don't go through it just right. There I go again. See? Don't know why. It's just, I don't know what I hit there either. So, horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. 102. Nice. 29-second lap. Wow. Crashed right on the blocks. That would be a whole shot. Scream joined us. Hey, brother. It's a different track, that's for sure. Different than what I'm used to. Oh, we go again. I need to lock my rocking chair. That chair is steel, so it quits rocking. and I'll move a little bit, you know, when I'm racing, and if I'm in a chair that rocks or wobbles, it messes up my groove. Oh, full throttle. Oh, shoo. Hmm. That's bad. What am I doing? Launching like crap. That's what I'm doing. I did it again. In my brain, when you go around that pylon, you should just go into those other gates, and I've just got to get that out of my brain. I blew that out, didn't I? I thought it was on my last lap. I have a tendency to do that. Think that I'm on my last lap when I'm not. Oh, right at the end, really. That might have been one of my better laps. I don't think it's good enough. Yeah. There's Johnny running the track on his 4th or 5th lap, probably. I like he starts that turn well before he goes through. Okay. Can I show the settings? Yeah, hang on, Johnny. I'm gonna abort it. Yep. Let me go back. Change quad settings. There they are. Mass is 90%. Frame is 100%. Throttle limit is 50% right there. Air mode false, 100%. That stays default. This is 112%. The top drag is 112 and the side drag is 90. 40 millimeter props, and you want your prop power to be 62%, and you want the prop wash to be 200. That has an effect that I wouldn't think that it does, but it does make it feel more like a UDL for whatever. So prop wash is 200%, and of course you need to be on prop profile number 1. That does make a difference also. And the rest of the stuff you can leave default, that your camera angle and all of that. So take you a screenshot if you want to. Alright. Thank you. Alright, let's start again. That's what racing is, man. If you're not crashing, you're not racing. Oh, I didn't go through that. What are you putting me up here for? It's so horrible. But keep flying. Look at this. This is awful. Awful flying. Bouncing off of everything. I'll get these bugs out of my system before the race. race or no? That is the question. Almost like it better without all those swooshes and you're not gonna have any swooshes in real life. That oh, you guys can see the difference of Johnny making efficient turns and me blowing out the turns. We're both probably racing pretty close to full throttle most of the time. He's just taking a better line than I am. Like that, see it? That thing. I think that needs to be changed in the track. See, I blew that way out. That one blew that one out. And that's how you cut time off of it, is just keep getting tighter and tighter. Because there's not, I mean, not a lot of space in UDL. I mean, it's all full throttle right through here. Full throttle, full throttle. Oh. Full throttle, full throttle, full throttle, all the way through here. Oop. And I didn't turn sharp enough. Now I'm not full throttle at this, the hurdle there. I back off the throttle on that. Right in here, all this is full throttle. And you got to line that up right, because if you're already full throttle with your nose down, you'll have to pull back to make that climb, because there's nothing left in the quad to give you any extra lift. Turn it before you go through it. On my lid again. Just can't help from getting on my lid again. Mm. Mm. pretty decent run until that. But that's how it goes. That's racing. Just can't have one fast lap. You got to have several. Ooh, that was my best 3-lap time though. 1:19. That's way off. But except for the bobble I was out, which means I can go faster. I can get a better time than that. Just do it without getting on my lid. Hey, how's it going, Smirk? Welcome to the stream, man. If you guys would remember to smash that like button for me. Doesn't cost you anything, but it does help at the channel and helps to push our hobby out there to more people. Wow, crashed right at the beginning, but that happens sometimes. That was a better corkscrew right there. Probably one of the better ones that I've done. If I can repeat it. Didn't repeat it, but I didn't crash out either. I was trying to get 3 without getting on my lid, but that didn't happen. Now I'm going all choppy again. I know I'm going to do that during the race. Come on. I don't think I've yet to get 3 laps on this without a crash. What camera angle am I using? I am using, I think it's 27. Yeah, 27 is what I got mine set at. And there's the UDL specs on that Smirk if you want it. We're actually training the Meteor 65 way down to get it to fly like UDL. So throttle limit 50%. Prop wash 200%. Propeller power at 62%. Yeah, and if you guys, if you need to get my attention in the chat, if you hit the exclamation point, then Jarvis will read it out and I'll hear you. Yeah, like that. That's what he would do. Click back on this screen here. And good. That's the best way to do it. You're probably going to be like, man, this flies like crap. Well, welcome to UDL. Oh, come on, Marty. We got on here one night with Isaac Pettit, the founder of UDL, and we spent a couple of hours tweaking it until we felt that it was as close as we could get in VelociDrone without changing the code and the physics of the Meteor 75. And that's what we went with. Anybody else running? Let's see. No. No. All right. Did I make it? Oh, yep. I didn't think I made it through. Nope. It's everybody. Yep. Let's watch Johnny. We'll spectate Johnny this time, y'all. So you can see how much smoother he is on his turns and doesn't blow him out as much as I do. But of course, with the announcer curse on him, he might do it. Very close to that pole. You see how he's cutting I mean, he's just really eating the insides of those turns, where I'm blowing them out a lot more. See there, I slide back at least 6 foot from that. All right. Thanks a lot, Smirk. Come back anytime, man. You see, it's good sometimes just to get on the sim and look and see how other people run the same course that you do. There we are. No, I'm not going to run all three guys. I want to wait till everybody else finishes. Yeah. Like sitting on the blocks like I did until I started at like what 90 something. Yeah, I can feel the difference too. Let me see. That might be something to try, is to sit on the blocks for a little while. Let your battery run down. Like mine's at 80% now, and it does feel. See, I blow that out very. I gotta work on that. Ah. Finish this lap, then I'll restart it, guys. Ah. Hey, how's it going, Heads? Need to have Heads on the show one night. I've not had him on in a while. I kind of miss him. I've been busy. He knows he is welcome anytime. I thought OG normally streamed on Thursday nights. Oops, see, I went wrong again. Got thinking about something else. Didn't get my mind on the track. I said I was only going to do one lap, didn't I? But I'm sorry. What am I doing? Crashing, that's what I'm doing. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not over there much. I lurk, and I'll go back and watch a lot of times after the stream is over. I really like Heads. All the guys over there. They're probably going to the Northeast Whoop Championship. Yeah, Heads did like a documentary of it. Was it of that last year? I think it was. I think that's the We Bleed Northeast Whoop Championship, or Micro Drone Championship, whatever they're calling that now. Yeah, I'm not going to be streaming too much longer tonight. Might have actually got decent if I wouldn't have crashed there on the last of that. fields and do about 15-20 more minutes, and then I might call it a night over here on this end and do some more simming later. This could be a spot for some mid-airs in real life right there. I think that might be my best time right there. It was 1:13. I think that 104 feels. I don't think he was running the right thing. But maybe. I'm going to try to shoot for it. I don't know. Cutting 10 seconds off. That's a lot. Let's run it again. Yeah, thanks, Johnny. Probably my best one. Well, it was. Hands down my best one. I was robbed on that one. Yeah. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Fast is smooth and smooth is fast. Thank you. It makes it a whole lot peaceful for me. I'm trying to cut some time off on that one right there. You try to cut time off, I start making mistakes. That's usually my MO at a race, is just first try to get smooth. I made it through that. You guys saw that. I was robbed. We're robbed again. Yeah, I mean, I love UDL, the UWL. It's my favorite racing. It really puts everybody close together. I mean, even in, the cream of the crop's always going to rise to the top, but as you guys can see here tonight, Johnny's quite a bit faster than I am, but all it takes is for me to run a smooth track and for him to have a pretty decent bobble where he's got a turtle, and then I'm back in the game. So that's one of the things I like about it. Yeah. It's definitely different. And in real life, being this close to one another, the other I don't know, I might not have him on in this. I haven't listened. Let me finish my run here and I'll check. He might not have been on. I hear him in my ear, but it doesn't mean that I don't have him muted in OBS for some reason from the other stream the other night. Oh. I might have him turned off in OBS. I'll check him as soon as I'm done with this lap here. That wasn't a meriting of a reset, but okay. It's VelociDrone. It's by their rules. Okay, let me see. He may be muted now. Let me see. Type up something here. I didn't see him do that. Come on. Oh, I didn't do that. I don't have nothing for him right now. Yeah, Jarvis isn't. Let me see if he's working on the mainstream. No, you were right. Jarvis wasn't working. Let me see why. I don't know. Yeah, that is when they're going to let us in, Johnny. I don't know why we don't have Jarvis on here. I'm going to be there probably about quarter till. I don't know why. He is. I think it might be because I have the. Let me see if I move VelociDrone over to another window. I think it's VelociDrone. I think it might be VelociDrone that's caused the problems. Let's see now. Oh, who's got to work on Saturday? We wish you could come with us. I don't know why Jarvis is not working. He should be. Yeah. Say it again. Hang on, let me look. Let me get back into this. Yeah, type a test for me again. Looks like he should be on. Why is it suddenly showing him up on desktop audio? I don't know. Maybe something updated. Who knows? Who knows what's... I'm going to wrap this thing up anyway, so Jarvis should be working. Don't you know why I pop out the chat again? Probably because Windows doesn't, or YouTube doesn't like the pop out chat thing. I didn't push space, did I? Oh, that's okay. I want it to be working. And I don't know why it's not. Desktop audio is on and it's showing it as being desktop audio, but there's no sound. I'll fix it and then I'll log off for tonight. Let's find out where he is here. Nowhere. He is nowhere. I hear him. So why is he not? Come on. Okay. Don't then. That's a good one. Well, I don't see him at all. I probably need to restart it and work on it without it in the stream. Guys, I am going to go ahead and close the stream down for the night. I want to thank everybody that made it out. Yes, that they're always changing the pieces. That is exactly what OBS is like sometimes. And see, I don't even know where the chat popped out to. There it is. No. Undo. You guys too. Okay, there we go. All right. Let me just get back to OBS and close this stuff out. Smash that button on the way out, if you will. And I am going to call this a night. I want to thank you guys for the support on the channel. Hopefully you'll be able to catch some of the race on, if we're able to stream it, able to get it all streaming, get the Starlink going, and if so, we will have 2 streams, one around noon and the other one probably around 3 or 4 p.m. So, oh, I got one more here to do, and then let me get this battery on. Charge. Got that. All right. I want to thank everybody for coming out, joining us tonight. Thank you for flying with us. Thank Skip for putting that track together for us. And remember, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, keep flying and rise up and meet me in the air. Good night, guys. God bless.